Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, got a busy hour ahead of me. I've got to make 3 cards that need to be sent off. So, my mum texted last week, said, "Don't forget Auntie's birthday. She's 70. It's my dad's sister." And then it just so happens that it's my parents' wedding anniversary at the end of the month, and it's Mothering Sunday. So, so I need to make 2 Mother's Day cards, a special birthday card and an anniversary card, which is it's nice. It's lovely to be able to have a craft to do a craft or have a hobby, have a business that means that you can make really lovely cards for folks. So my plan is to try and do a kind of all-encompassing one-sheet wonder that perhaps has different, what's the word, different areas to it, so that when I make the cards, they do look a bit different rather than all looking the same. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So a very quick hi to everybody in the live. Hi Heather, Anne, Candy, Georgiana, Shaz, Mary, Pam, Tracy, Judy, Ida. Great to see you, Diane. Hi Jenny. Hi Glenna, Lisa. Fabulous. Hi Heather. All right, so got lots of stamping to do. My aim is to try and get the stamping done within the next 20 minutes. And then have the time to then do the card making. But I'm trying to decide what colour card I need to. Probably just need to go with the good old white, don't I? And go from there. So I'm just casting away my shoes. There we go. Get myself a drink of water as well. I'll show you the colours that I've picked out already. I'm not sure if it will just be these, but I wanted to have purple in there because I know that my aunt loves purple. Probably need to have some other bright colours in there too. Yeah. Don't know what to go with very best. No, we'll see. Right, cardstock. Let's get that out. And I think might use my big old mat. My big mat to go underneath. Save me having to think about it too much. Stick that there. All right, so the stamps I have picked out for myself already. Hi Jane, nice to see you. Are because I wanted to have another go doing that double daisy look, and then I wanted these because this kind of reminds me of my dad, this stamp set, and I just thought, oh, I want to use that in there. And then just some other lovely florals that are just really easy to use. Like, you know, they are stamps that I use very regularly and I know them well. They're good friends and they play nicely together. So I thought, you know, go for that. Hi Catherine, great to see you. Okay. Whew. Trying to decide what to stamp first. I need to not overthink it because I haven't got the time to overthink. Go with a bit of a fresh Freesia background in some areas. Oh, as I said, it's going to go on a bit of a journey, this page, because I want it to look different in certain areas. So let's go for... I kind of want a big section for my aunt's card, and then maybe smaller section for my for the Mother's Day cards, and then a whole different kind of section for the anniversary card. So I want to make one area less purpley, if that makes sense. And so this is good old painted lavender, which is it's got really lovely different floral textures to it. So really great for this type of stamping. Okay, a bit of Boho Blue. Do I want some? I was going to go for a bit of wild wheat in the background just to brighten things up a bit, and also have a more yellow and blue section for the. Woo! Okay, I know that's going to calm down in a second. It's not going to be as dark as that, I know. So anything about wild wheat, it's yeah, it's strong, but it's good. It's a good one. Hi Judy, nice to see you. Okay, that's got a good amount of background kind of colour going on there, and I think I'm going to just go straight in with the daisy design so I know where that's heading, and then we'll add some more leaves in a minute. So I'm going to use Highland Heather. I'm hoping this is fairly juicy. Oh, that's so interesting you're saying that, Aunt Candy. There's somebody else in that situation at the moment who's on here. I'm not going to say names, they know who they are. But yeah, it's actually really timely you've just said that. And there may be other people as well who need to hear that. Hi, Dad. Okay, so that was Highland Heather. Now this is going to be fun. I'm going to whack Berry Burst onto here now. I hope you guys are holding on to your seats. I think that's dark enough. Hi, Vicky. All right, I like that. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? Right, I'm trying to decide what to do as the centres now for this. Or whether just go to wild wheat. And use the big one so it really fills that space. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm going for it. Okay, I like that. But now what I want to do is use the berry burst again in there. And oh, and I want to use some of those lovely leaves. So let's get some greenery happening in here now. So I've got Lost Lagoon ready to go. All right. So that's a bit of a different green going on there. Well, it's kind of a bluey green, really. Or it's a greeny blue, depending how you look at it. Which does look a little bit odd for now. So I'm reaching the, oh dear, what have I done stage of the One Sheet Wonder, which those of you who followed me for a while or come to my classes will know that you always go through this phase where you go, oh, what have I done? But you have to keep going. It's okay. Oh, sorry, that woke you all up, didn't it? Okay, just added some of those kind of longer stems in there because I just felt I needed some more of that colour. I might come back to that colour later. And I don't know whether to add. It's a very unusual colour scheme. I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to start this all again. Okay, getting there, getting there. Okay, definitely need to bring some more of that Highland Heather in there now. So I'm wondering whether to use that little flower there. Okay, that's looking a bit better. Right, I'm not sure if those little flowers are too small. Whether I need to find... Oh, actually, I'm thinking, what about the daisy from Textured Floral? Oops. Knocking things over. Thanks, Jane. So I'm aiming for the paler areas with this stamp because it's very textured, and because of its texture, it just won't show up if I stamp it over something that's very heavily stamped already. I've just remembered I was going to try and keep this a bit more bluier. I've got Boho Blue ready to go in. Oh well, never mind. Okay. And just feel like I need more leaves in there. Something. No, that'll take that's too much. You know what? I've got a crazy idea of doing that in Berry Burst. Normally I'd use a more neutral colour for that image. But you know what? I'm just going to go a bit bonkers on this one, because this will be for my the 70th birthday card. And I just feel that that can take it. And probably the Mother's Day card can take it as well. But for the anniversary card, I'm thinking a bit of Pretty Peacock instead. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I could do with just adding some Pretty Peacock, something else, maybe some of these little flowers. Okay, so that will just be that section there that will have the pretty peacock. I'm also thinking maybe some script or something could go on there. Okay, so for this one, I think we'll go for some little berry burst flowers. And I was also thinking possibly of some little butterflies, some gorgeous grape butterflies. Just in this area here. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'll keep the butterfly stamp out because when I cut it up, I want to do some additional stuff. But before I do that, I feel it needs dottage. Something quite delicate, and I'm wondering also whether I need some script on it as well. Yeah, no, I went through. I did go through a panic. Okay, we'll start with a pretty peacock, so we just need a few little dots here and there. This. Okay. And then on this side of the page, I'm doing more gorgeous grape dottage. And maybe creeping over here as well. All right, I'm going to just grab a basket. I've got a basket that I can throw all my stamps into that need cleaning. Okay, because I don't have time to do it now. I need to get on and make these cards. So let me just stack all the colours there to show you guys later. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Just take a quick photo of that. Okay, And so I was thinking for the 70th birthday card that I wanted quite a big section to use for that. And then for the Mother's Day cards, I was going to use maybe across the top there and cut that in half. And then that also leaves me a section for a wedding anniversary card and maybe something else. So the card I want to make for the 70th birthday, I want to be quite large. So I'm thinking of using a double, sorry, not double, just folding a piece of cardstock in half for that one. And doing a nice bit of matting and layering. So I'm going to score this at 14.5 and fold it and cut again at 14.5. And I wondered about actually splitting this into 3 sections and having them kind of divided into 3 pieces. So let's see. What that would look like if I did it at 5, 10, 15 and then cut that at 5, 10, 15 and then yeah, so if I cut this at 14 and then cut this at 5, 5, 5, that will leave me 6 centimeters for a Mother's Day card. Then if I mount these onto Gorgeous Grape, I think. Where's Gorgeous Grape now? It's in a Regal. Oh, I can't find my scraps. I'll just have to get a new one. Right. So I'll cut this down to 14.5. Oh no, I don't want 14.5, do I? That's too wide. I want 13.5. And I'll have to cut those down. That's fine. Right. So do these at 5.5. Okay, so these have got to go down to 13. Right, I've got to make sure these are, I cut the right section off. I think I might cut it off that side. Excuse my coffee stain there. Now, do you think I should put the number 70 on the front of this card, or do you think she may not want to be reminded? What do you think? Or I could put a section like in there that says happy birthday. What do you think? We'll have a section at the top. I think when you lived up to 70, you need a 70 somewhere on the card. Oh, she has plenty of things reminding she's 70. Yes, I agree. Hi, Elizabeth Stewart. I'm in Matthews Country, Virginia. Ah, welcome, welcome. No reminders. Let me have a think. It's not very big, is it, that sentiment? I mean, I could split it and then I think somewhere I have some number dies. Sorry, I'm just looking for them. They're not with my regular stuff. Actually, I found stamps. I could stamp those onto some fresh freesia and then have cut out a circle. And then also cut out the happy birthday. Okay, I'm going to do that. Sorry, I'm not reading any comments. I'm just thinking out loud. I know you're all there, really. Right, gorgeous grape. No, I haven't got a happy birthday die, Diane. I do have some number die somewhere, but I didn't really want to do like a massive one, massive 70. So I'm just going to do, I think I'll cut those out and then have those on, I'll double mount them, mat it rather, with the gorgeous grape. So I'm lining it up on my piece of paper before putting the block over it, because I find it easier to line them up that way. And then you'll see what it's like. Yeah, it's all good. And I have several different circle punches that I keep on hand for kind of moments such as this, really. There we go. And I have got a, see, that's a 1 inch, and I've got a 1 1/4. I'm wondering whether just to roll it. Oh, I forgot the TH. Would you do a TH? Do you think I should try and fit a TH into the same circle? I've tried to make those closer together. I could always write it in, because I feel like I haven't got space there. So you know what? I'm going to squish that over a bit and I'm going to write it in. Right, so that's ready. I'm just going to sit that at the side, and then I need to cut out my happy birthday. And oh, do I do that with my little trimmer here? I think that's probably as straight as I'm going to get it. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Snip a bit off the bottom of that one. Actually, now I'm looking at it, I want to snip it even more. After all that. After all that, I just eyeballed it. Oh no, it's that one, isn't it? It's subtle. What do you think? Subtle. It's a subtle happy 70th. And so it means then I can put that up to the edge there, that to the edge there, that with a nice little bit of a spacing And then I've got space for that there. Which I don't think it actually needs a card border. I'm just going to do an ink border. So very, very light though, very light touch of ink. Okay, and again, I'm just going to let that dry for a sec. Okay, I'm going to glue these into place. Hi, Bev. I just want to say a really massive thank you to those of you who turn up so often to my lives. Like, honestly, I really appreciate it, because you guys could be doing something else. You know, you don't have to be spending your time with me, but you choose to be here, and oh, like, thank you. And those of you who are new, please do say hi. Please come and be part of our lovely Artful Stampin' community, because this is the place where happiness and stamping comes together and friendships are made through speaking a common stamping language. Oh, my Aunt Bev, my father's sister. Yeah, and my father's turning 80 this year, later this year. But anyway, the focus is on Auntie Anne for now. Okay, I'm thinking dimensionals, because she's worth it. There we go, subtle. And I've got to very, very carefully write my TH. So I'm going to practice some truth. Oh no. In my best calligraphic hand. Because I'm sure my father's going to inspect this card. So he'll be like, oh yeah, she's done the flick. Okay, that'll do. Where's the dimensions? Now, my problem is, do I want the 70 in the middle? Because that then means that the happy birthday is longer than happy. And Ruth, your voice is so soothing that between you and my recliner, I dozed off. Well, that's lovely. Sweet dreams, Mary. To be honest, I haven't actually been talking that much in this video. Do I need to get one of those horns to wake you up, Mary? You know, that you get at stadiums. Hi, Ellen. Okay, I've got to get a wriggle on, because I said I wanted to get this done in an hour, 4 cards in an hour, and I've only done 1 so far, but this is probably the trickiest one. The most important one. Because, you know, a mothering Sunday happens every year. Not that my mothers are not important, but you know what I mean. Whereas a 70th birthday happens but once in a lifetime. No horn or cowbell. Oh, I do love the sound of a cowbell. Have you guys seen that SNL sketch with the cowbell? So funny. Okay. Now, is it straight? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's subtle but pretty, in my opinion. Oh, lots of 70th coming up. We've got Patricia and William and what? Cindy Vredenberg. Does Ruth go live every Wednesday at this time? Hard to say, Elizabeth. I actually try and go live every night, but if you want a notification of when I go live from YouTube, you need to subscribe and hit the bell and make sure it's the coloured in bell. And then if you want a WhatsApp message, I'm happy to send you one, but you need to email me your contact details. You need to, not all of them, just your phone number. And so yeah, I'm happy to do that. Okay, so I'm going to make the card for my, I was going to say, the card for my mother-in-law and my mother need to be similar. So I think I'll use that section there. So that measures 6 centimetres. So I'm going to cut that off there. So that'll be for those two. And now I've got to make an anniversary card for my parents. So I'm wondering whether just to do 14 by 14 and have a great big, you know, one sheet, nearly 6" by 6" floral display for them. I think that's fine, isn't it? I think they'll be happy with that. Mat it, maybe. Mat it, baby. Actually, I'm wondering whether to take that a bit smaller. You know what, I'm going to go 12 by 12. 12 by 12 centimetres. I'm going to take it off the bottom. Don't worry, these are not going to go to waste. I'm sure I will use them for something. Right, let's do 12 and a half by 12 and a half. Oh yes, William's nearly all moved, I believe. Oh, I saw Ellen's upside down. Yeah, I thought you were just trying something new, Ellen. I was like, that's really innovative. Only joking. Yeah, so Ellen did her live for her Christmas Stampathon and didn't realise that her iPad had flipped or whatever she uses. And so the first section, she was upside down. And then she realised and righted it. So right, I wonder whether just to put that on white. I don't know. I don't know if that's a bit too stark. I think I might just go for the fresh Freesia. Where are you from, Elizabeth Stewart? And yeah, so when I say night, it's because I'm in the UK. I don't know if you realise that. And I just dropped my stamping on the floor. Bear with, hold on. Okay, I think I'm going to probably just leave it at that for this card because I don't feel like it needs a lot of extra. There we go. Right, that will be that for my parents. Right, now for the ladies, let's I want to make basically two cards that are very similar at the same time. Ooh! Oh, look at that! Woohoo! She just love it when that happens. Right, I'm going to cut those down to 14. So let's start with that one. Look at that. So that's 14. That's 6.5 or just over. What's that? 6. Okay, so try that. 13.5. Let's try that. Just needs a smidge off. Just a smidge. So I'm going to use my other trimmer because I know that I'm going to get a clean, very fine slither off there. Nice. I like that. I'm wondering whether to do a bit of using my embossing folder or something. Gorgeous. Right. Oh, whether I use some nice DSP? I don't know. Have we got anything? Or do a slim line? Ooh. I'm wondering whether to do like a slimline card. Oh, I've got that circle embossing folder. The Mahusive one. No. What about a bit of Lost Lagoon? Oh, yes. Yes, that's nice and... Yes, that's nice. I'm wondering... I think 9 centimeters. 9 and 9. And before running it through, I'm thinking of... Oh, I was going to do some colour. I'll do some colour on there. on. Yes, I am a night owl. Okay. Do a test one. Well, I do have some spare. It's fine. Judy, I've got another piece that I can do. Oh no, hold on a sec. That's got a bit of a square bit going on there. Don't like that. I haven't even got my cut and emboss machine out yet. Okay, let's stick that to one side. Okay, excuse me while I lift you guys up for a sec. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to find my grey thing. Oh, for some reason I can't find the right mat. Right, hold on. When did I last use it? I used it the other day, didn't I, with Tom? Oh no. Found it in a random place. Okay, fair enough. I hadn't put it back where it was meant to go. Oh, look at that. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. What are you guys talking about? Recliner travellers? What's that? Is this what I have to look forward to, Miss Mary? In a few years' time. Okay, so now I'm thinking white card base. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to use 2 pieces of cardstock for this because these are long, slim lines. That's okay, they're worth it. sure my hands aren't dirty. Okay, so I'm going to score at 10 centimetres, which is roughly 4 inches. Fold in half. Not fold in half, sorry, fold. And then cut again. 10. So I've got a nice long bit of scrap white cardstock there for another day. Now I sometimes like to put a nice Bible verse on these cards for my mother and my mother-in-law. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, I've got to cut these down as well. So in order for these to fit, I need to cut these down a bit. I'm going to eyeball that one, I think, just before the circle. Okay, nice. Let's see this one. Oh, thanks for all the thumbs ups. Appreciate it all. Just a reminder, if you want to download some free templates from my Ko-fi shop to know how to cut up your Stamp One Sheet Wonders, just go to my Ko-fi link in the description. Or coffee, depending how you pronounce it. Thank you, Charles. I like this embossing folder too. It used to give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, this embossing folder, but I'm getting used to it now because of all the dots. But it's a nice one, and it's massive. It's absolutely massive. You can see this is about 8 inches tall. All right, so yes, you are seeing double. I am making 2 cards at the same time. Like I said, these are for my mother and my mother-in-law. I'm wondering whether to have a nice little something. Let me just have a quick look at my shelf. I wonder whether just to put your true blessing. Yeah, that's a nice thing to say. Yes, yes, I agree, Mary. Here's a fresh Freesia. This is the 1 3/8. Oh, I was very pleased to see that in the new catalogue we're getting another circle punch. We're getting a 1 7/8. I don't think I have a 1 7/8 punch. I'm actually quite excited about that because yeah, a new circle punch. I love me a circle punch. And also I've just ordered the new, there's like a new a trio of little mini punches, and it's got a tiny circle punch in it that I don't have. It's like, I don't know, like 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch, something like that. It's tiny. So I got quite excited when I realised I don't have that circle punch. Thank you. Right, so where do I want this? There. Just thought this would make a really nice bookmark. You could have that stuck on there like that and have it so it's removable. Am I overthinking this, or do you think I should do that? I'll let you tell me. Tell me what you think. I've just thought of it just now that it could be a bookmark. I have designed cards like that before where you have a removable section. Bookmark. Okay, so if I stick that just onto the top, then I've got to think of an idea of how I'm going to secure it temporarily. Could use ribbon. Just tie ribbon around that section. I've got plenty of that fresh Freesia ribbon left over from Celebration. I wonder if I can get it through the eye of this needle, because if I can do that, it will make my life... Oh my goodness, look at that. Yes, I do. Can. I'm thinking of actually just stitching across there, or even just I could do across there like that. Okay, I'm going for it, everybody. Oh, that went through easily. I could just put a little glue dot on the back to hold it into place as well. But I might be able to get... Oh, no, don't put it too tight. Ooh, don't put it too tight because then it damages it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right, I think just a little tiny glue dot to the back. We'll hold that in place. All right, let's do that again. So you get your big needle. It's actually not one of those sharp ones. It's one that you use for sewing in yarn when you crochet or knit or whatever. So no, yeah, no, the clocks haven't gone forward yet, Mary. They happen on Sunday. Okay, I'm going to go a bit higher up on this one. I think yeah, because it's a blunt needle, that's why you have to kind of wiggle. Wiggly woo. Right. Use some of the ribbon like you put on your Christmas Stampathon cards. Which one? Oh, like a zhuzhy, like that, Bev. You mean like a little tuck it somewhere behind? I've got 3 rolls of this stuff from Celebration because it's so nice. I was like, oh, it's a freebie, so I'm taking it. Right. That doesn't need anything else. Sorry, my brain glitched then. I just have to repeat myself a few times. That one's slightly off to the side, but that's okay. I think it's just because of the where I stitched it, but that's okay. That's all right. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, oh, and your clocks are going backwards. Yes, yes. All right, so for those of you who joined later on, I've made 4 cards today using a stamped one sheet wonder that I did in the earlier section of the video. So I needed to make a 70th birthday card for my aunt, so that's going to wing its way to her. Yeah, I'll probably double mat the inside of what, I'll do a white section and then double mat that. That'll finish that off. And then an anniversary card for my parents, so it's their wedding anniversary. Oh, what will it be? It'll be 51 years. Is that right? Yeah, 51. Yeah, because Tom and I are 26 this year. Yeah, yeah, they're 51. And then also Mothering Sunday cards for my mom and my mother-in-law as well. So there we go. So that was super duper fun. I do have some tiny little strips left over that I kind of cut and didn't end up using, but we can use those for another day. Got some other little strips here that perhaps we can keep for a nice scrappy card at some point. All right, let's go through colours then. So in terms of the Stamped One Sheet Wonder, did I use Boho Blue? I did use a bit of Boho Blue. I did. Only the tiniest amount. I didn't end up using Pebbled Path. I did use Wild Wheat with Peacock, and I didn't use the white. But I did use Gorgeous Grape. Okay, let's get this into some kind of order. Alright, these are the colours that I used. Wild Wheat, Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Boho Blue, Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Cool. So a little bit unusual, but it kind of worked. So you've got purple and blue, which are sort of next, well actually in the red violet here, those are next to each other on the colour wheel. So these are kind of analogous there. And then you've got a little bit of that yellow coming through there, which is kind of like a split. It's sort of a bit further up. Yeah. Yes, could decorate my envelopes with my little strips. You're quite right. Oh, just found another one. Or the inside. Oh, actually, I could decorate the inside, couldn't I? That one there. Might do that. Okay, so stamps wise then, let's just work backwards. I used the Unbounded Love stamp for the sentiment for the 2 cards there. Then, oh, where's my pile of stamps gone? For the number, I used a retired set called Alphabest. And then the Happy Birthday, I used Simply Said, which is a really cracking sentiment set if you are just starting out. Oh, I didn't end up using Elements of Text. I thought I might stamp some on that card, but I did not. That I used that for the dottage. That's got some great sentiments in there as well. I've got a feeling we're saying goodbye to that one. Excuse me. Painted Lavender. I use that as a really good kind of just get the texture on at the beginning. Then I used that stamp, which is one of my favourites to use, Wildflower from Wildflower Designs, just to add kind of a bit of stickiness, like stick kind of, yeah, it's great. I love it. Then the daisy I used from there, and also that little thing there. And then from this I used that flower. I did think about using that as a little bit of dottage, floral dottage. Could have done that, but didn't get around to doing it. So there we go. All right, so I know I kind of used quite a few stamp sets, so apologies for that. Oh no, I forgot the main one, the daisy. Oh, the leaf. Cheerful Daisies, sorry. Used that one and that one. And the leaf from... Is it that one? Or was it the mint? I think I used the mint. Grow with Love. I could have used that actually. Could have used that, I forgot. But we got Painted Lavender. So yeah, quite a few I'm afraid, but there's probably some substitutions you could make there. No, kinda, it did work. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Really, really lovely to see you all. And yes, so if you do want to get a WhatsApp message when I go live, because I don't really have a particular schedule. My schedule has to fit in with the rest of my life, my family and church and anything else that might be happening. So I just aim to go live on weekdays, and if I don't, I don't. If I do, I do, and yeah, that's the way it is. Oh, the little butterflies came from Painted Lavender candy. The little, and they're often what's the word? They're often looked over. People go, oh, didn't see those. So they're easy to miss, but they are stunning. They're such a great little decorative. Oh look, that split. Look, I didn't kill a butterfly in the making of this card. Look at that. That worked perfectly. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes I have to kill a butterfly. Melanie! Oh, I didn't realise you were here. I'm so sorry. I've just realised. Oh, great to see you, Melanie. I miss you, girl. Right, there we go. So that's how you make 4 cards from a Stamp One Sheet Wonder. How long does that take? An hour and a half. Okay, that's not too bad because these are kind of like important cards. So yeah, all good. There we go. All right, everyone. Well, let me know what your favourite is. Sorry, I forgot to say. The 70th birthday, the anniversary. Oh, no, it doesn't say anniversary, but it is going to be an anniversary card. And then the 2 Mother's Day cards. So let me know which one you like. Which is your fave? I know, no butterflies were harmed in the making of this card. You've seen most of it. Oh, good. Cool. Take care for now, everyone. I think I've given you all the information. And if you need to place a little order, please go to my links. And see you guys very soon. Lovely to see you.